Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia. A warm welcome to you. You know, foods on the afternoon tea table should be pretty and tasty. And that's why when I found this easy recipe for marble cake that combines both, I knew I had to try it. First things first, of the ingredients, the eggs, butter, and milk should all be at room temperature. So I took those items out about a half hour ago, maybe 45 minutes. In addition, we'll need sugar, vanilla, flour, baking powder, salt, and unsweetened cocoa. And of course, I will put all the measurements and instructions in the description box below. So first, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius, gas mark 4. And I have a loaf pan here that I'm using, and I have grease this with butter. You can use anything, lard, spray, whatever you want to do. But I'm using butter, and then I have floured that. And I've also got a little piece of parchment paper on the bottom because I just like to do that. So I'm setting that aside. So in a bowl, we're going to combine the eggs and sugar as well as the butter and beat for 3 minutes. And then once that's smooth and how you like it, then we'll add the milk and the vanilla and quickly beat that in. Just a few seconds, really. It will be a very loose batter. Then once that's done, through a sieve over the bowl, add the flour, along with the baking powder and the salt. Then just mix that all together with a whisk until just combined and smooth. But don't overmix it. Again, it will be a very loose batter. I think we've got it. Now divide the batter by pouring half in another bowl. And to that, you can add the unsweetened cocoa powder and mix in well. I think I'll have more control of this bowl if I put a little something underneath it. Now, once that's done, into the loaf pan, in alternative fashion, you want to pour in the vanilla and the chocolate batter, just layering one after another. Shake it just a little bit, get it to level. Now you could go through with a toothpick. I'm just going to leave it just like it is and see what happens. It kind of turns out, well, obviously it's going to be different every time. So let's get this in the oven. Now you want to bake this 45 to 55 minutes depending on the size of your pan and the heat of your oven. That may vary, but you want it where a toothpick in the center comes out clean. And this is what you get. Isn't it beautiful? You want to cool it in the pan a few minutes and then remove it from the pan to cool completely. Now you could slice and serve this right now, as is. It's done and would be beautiful on your tea table. But if you want to spruce it up just a little, a nice ganache over the top could be pretty, or mix in a few pecans, or maybe even sprinkle a few over the top of that ganache. But what I'm going to do today is just add a dusting of powdered sugar across the top. And that's partly because I have this new tool I want to play with and I want to see how well it does. So let's give it. This is on a spring, like you can see here. You put your powdered sugar in here, and this side is perforated, and then you just sprinkle over your cake or your cookies or whatever else you've got. I saw this used recently on another baking video, and I thought, that is brilliant. I've got to try that. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll put that on the cake, and then we'll slice it up and see how pretty it turned out. By the way, if you would like to make the ganache, you'll need some semi-sweet or milk chocolate, your choice, in a microwave-safe bowl, about 4 ounces of that, or 113 grams. Then to that, add 2½ tablespoons of milk or cream, that's 37 milliliters. And then microwave that for 30 seconds at a time. You may only need 30 seconds. Then stir until smooth. And then spread the ganache over the cake. You may want to cool it down just a little bit so that it's not quite so thin. You can do that by popping it in the refrigerator for just a few minutes. I think this cake is so lovely. I'm going to put a little powdered sugar in my little tool here. I don't need a lot. Oh, that's lovely. That works out really, really well. Look at that. I like that. Ooh, that's fun. And then you can put as little or as much as you like. Oh. I do think that's quite brilliant. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Look at that. I think that's pretty. I probably cut too big a slice. My eyes are bigger than my stomach, as they used to say. Isn't that pretty? All right. Well, I think it's time to slice up a little bit more of this and have it with a cup of tea. Isn't this a beautiful cake for your tea table? I mean, it is just gorgeous the way it always, the swirls of chocolate and the vanilla cake. It's just so pretty. And don't feel funny about serving a full cake slice at afternoon tea. I know I talk about things being 1 and 2 bite sizes, you know, very small finger foods, but at the finest hotels and establishments in London serving afternoon tea, there is almost always a cake trolley that's brought around during your afternoon tea, and you are offered a slice of cake in addition to your tiered service. So let's try this one. Oh, I think that's so pretty. That is really nice. You can taste the chocolate, but you can also taste the vanilla. It's such a nice combination. And it is not a terribly moist cake. It's not dry. It's just perfect for afternoon tea or coffee if you would like. But we are talking about tea here. That is just perfect for that. It's such a nice complement. I think you would really enjoy this, and it's such an easy cake to make. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, hype, and subscribe for more afternoon tea videos. Until next time, bye-bye.